What's up, good folks? Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Bernicia. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. All right, so guys, I want to go ahead and get into Baddies Midwest. Now we're on episode 10, and I'm gonna definitely give this episode a 10 out of 10. Okay, it was a whole lot going on, and I live for Ivory and Big Lex fighting. Okay, when them two start going blow for blow like that, it makes me get up out my seat. It makes me excited. It makes me want to fight. Okay? That's how you know when you've witnessed a good fight. It's when you actually want to get in the paint and fight somebody, some damn body. Because the energy just rubs off on you. Okay? But before I get to the good shit, let me just say this real quick. Okay? Because I've had someone in the comments, and don't get me wrong, this wouldn't be the first time that I've had someone comment this, but let me reiterate for those of you who are new to the channel, those of you who just happened by the channel, whatever the case is. Okay, this right here, nigga, this right here is just a recap. Okay, I do not provide video footage from the Zeus shows or none of that good stuff, because at one point when I did, I got copy strike. Okay, my channel was almost taken, and I worked too damn hard to have to go through all of that. Okay, there's some people out there who probably put out Zeus content, but I'm gonna tell you right now, just as quickly as they put it out, Zeus is probably snatching it because they do not play about their content. Okay, I am fortunate that they're not fucking with me for using the pictures. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is some people, especially like my subscribers, those of you who are on the road all the time, y'all can't sit down and watch the literal show. So my recaps, I try to make them so thorough to where you can actually know what's going on without having to actually watch it. Okay, much less go pay for the subscription. But hey, if you want to see the show, you better go to Zeus and download the app and pay whatever they're charging now for the subscription. Okay, because the content, the actual video footage, you will not find here. Now you might find clips on Twitter, whatever, whoop de whoop, but you won't find that here. Okay, but with my recaps, you'll be satisfied if you just give it a good listen. Okay, it, like I said, this is not the show, and I don't pretend that it is the show. Okay, it's just strictly a recap from my perspective and my opinion. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the thick of things. Okay, so the episode picks off with the fight between Pretty P and Bad Dolly. Okay, last time I told y'all how when we ended the episode, Pretty P took off that motherfucking jacket and said any one of y'all hoes can get it. Okay, but in particular, she was calling out Summer. All right, so Bad Dolly decides to take the fade for Summer. She jumps in, and Pretty P basically washed her ass. Okay, they had a couple of rounds, and hands down, I give it to Pretty P. Okay, not only did she floor Bad Dolly, but she for damn sure got the better of it. Now the first round, it did look like they were just punching each other back and forth. It did look like an even match, but that second round, Pretty P got it hands down. Okay, I feel like once you get a bitch on the floor, you are the winner of the fight. Okay, that's just the way it goes. All right, but I'll tell you this: Bad Dolly looked as stupid as fuck, because first of all, you took the fight for Summer, knowing damn well that your hands was already injured from the fight that you had before with Pretty P. So if you already injured your hands, why be so quick to jump into a fight? It's not as if Pretty P called her out. Pretty P called out Summer. Okay? But she's so determined. No. Bad Dolly fought Emma last. But whatever. Bad Dolly was so determined to get her some camera time and do whatever the fuck she got to do to stay on the show, till it's like she taking any fade she can get. You feel me? Because she didn't have to step in and fight for Summer. Summer could have fought her own battle. She could have fought her own battle when it came to Emma. But this is what happens when you try to play Captain Save-A-Ho. Alright? So anywho, they break up that fight. Bad Dolly goes over to get her hands tended to, and while she's getting her hands tended to, you got Summer bring her dumb ass over there spraying, I don't know what the fuck she was spraying. It looked like oil sheen. I don't know. She was spraying some shit all over Bad Dolly. Bad Dolly was madder than a motherfucker. She was pushing Summer away. Summer kept trying to give her water. Like, you ever seen how a coach or the assistant or whatever help a boxer when they on break, when they take the time out, a little couple of minute break or whatever, and then they get their ass some water, give them some hydration, fan them off a little bit, wipe them down, tend to their wounds. That's what Summer was trying to do for Bad Dolly. But Bad Dolly was so motherfucking mad about that ass whooping that she didn't give a fuck. She was just snapping, right? But we're gonna hold that thought. Meanwhile, the camera flips to Pretty Pete. So, you know, Pretty Pete don't want to fight, right? So you got Ivory and Tasiki. They going over to congratulate her and things like that of the sort. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got the big dogs, the two of the top fighters on the show coming over to congratulate you, bitch, you know you won. And honestly, I'm happy for Pretty P because I had started to get to the point where I felt bad for her. It's like she always was getting the shit end of the stick. She was getting jumped, snuck, just couldn't get a fair fade for shit. But this right here, my nigga, she did a big one, okay? And like I said, she's not my favorite as of yet, but she's definitely starting to move her way up on my like chart, okay? So, anywho, the scene switched back to Tasiki in her confessionals. Now, at this point in time, I'm thoroughly aggravated with Tasiki. I was a big fan of hers. You know what I'm saying? I still am a fan of hers. But she's really irritating me because it's like when she's in person, it's like she's not talking all that shit. She's not sharing her thoughts and things like that. She's real. She's always looking like a deer caught in headlights. But when she's in her confessionals, the bitch is shady as fuck. Okay? And this is one of those instances where she was being shady. So she goes to seeing how she felt like Bad Dolly got her ass whooped and things like that. And I just feel like, you know, even though Tasiki wasn't the only one who said it. Tinka said that Bad Dolly got her ass whooped too. I just feel like, damn, Tasiki, you do a lot of fucking popping it. When you be in them confessionals, girl, you pop it. You pop that motherfucking shit. But when you standing there in person, please feel free to share your fucking thoughts, bitch. Don't give us all the fucking thoughts on the confessionals, bitch, while you in the comfort zone. Bitch, express yourself, okay? Express yourself. I don't care who it pisses off. You should express yourself. She shouldn't be getting passes for not speaking on shit and then being a fucking confessional gangster. Even though we know you got hands, bitch, you still got some ways that I don't like, okay? So that's that. But anyway, back to Big Lex. So not Big Lex, but Bad Dolly. So Bad Dolly called herself mad. So she in the house getting all her hands, all her fingers splintered. When I say that bitch looked like Edward Scissorhands, she literally had a fucking splint on all 10 of her fingers. Okay, so obviously the bitch was fucked up. She was hurting, in pain, and guess what? I don't feel bad for it. She got what the fuck she deserved. Cause bitch, ain't nobody tell you to fight Pretty P. You didn't have to. You didn't even have to fight Emma, but you decided to do that to save Summer. Okay, Summer's mouth is gonna get you in a lot of fucking battles and gonna write a lot of checks that your ass can't cash, okay? So anyway, she's in the house, she's snapping, get mad at Big Lex. So I guess they had an agreement before the fighting situation, before the bonfire, that if, you know, that Big Lex was supposed to step in for Bad Dolly if she had to fight, right? But Big Lex was like, she felt like there was no need to jump in because for one, it was a one-on-one. She wasn't getting jumped. For two, Pretty P called out Summer. Okay? She didn't know that that Bad Dolly was just going to jump in the fucking fight. So she said that, you know, like, bitch, I didn't know. So you got Bad Dolly going off talking about, oh, you finna get out that room. You finna get out that room. Because I guess they roommates right now at this point in time. So she was like, you finna get out that room. You finna get out that room. So here go Big Lex. I am very comfortable in my room. You're not going to make me go nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. And I bet I will sleep comfortable. That bitch said that shit so proper. I can't even say it. She was like, so comfortably in my room tonight. Okay? Don't let that bitch touch my shit. Okay? Don't let that bitch touch my shit. Big Lex wasn't having it. And you know what? I agree with Big Lex's perspective on things, because if they did have a little agreement, the agreement wasn't for you to jump in and save Summer fucking life, bitch. Once you decided to do that, you stepped outside the agreement. So if y'all did have an agreement, you officially voided that bitch when you decided to take the fade for Summer. Okay? And if you know you got those type of injuries on your hands and you know you ain't all the way bounced back, why even do that? It's just like, is you that desperate not to get sent home? I think at this point she don't earn enough stripes to where she ain't on the chopping block. I don't think that all the extra shit she doing is unnecessary. Is necessary. Okay? And at this point she do look stupid. Now you don't got your ass whooped. And now you don't got your ass whooped in front of Tasiki, who was living for it. So bitch, you gonna have to swim in that shame. Okay, you're gonna have to swim in that shame until you get your next glory. But I mean, to go off on Big Lex, I mean, I don't fault Big Lex for not jumping in, because bitch, that wasn't what we agreed to. Okay? And Big Lex is so motherfucking proper. If I hadn't seen that bitch fight, I would think that she's not about that life. But you know what? Big Lex is like one of them people you fuck around and find out. Okay? So anyway, the girls go off. They get ready for the club and things like that. It's time for them to go out. This is their last night in Cleveland, okay? Before I get too far gone, I want to talk about the little scene with Scotty and Emma, right? So while Bad Dolly's in the house getting her hands fixed and she's going psycho on Lex and all this weird shit, Natalie tells the girls, she's just basically going off on the girls, telling them like, look, I need to see y'all step up. I need to see something. Shit is getting boring. Even though she's speaking to certain girls in particular, you know what I'm saying? She just ain't putting a name on it. Basically, that's what she going off about, okay? And so one of the girls, no. Emma fuck around and tell Scotty that she can't even do a split. She can't. No. Somebody told Emma that she can't do a handstand. So Emma's like, I can't do a handstand, but I bet you can't do a split or whatever. Talking to Scotty. So Scotty gets up and in a hot second, drop into a motherfucking split, right? So as she getting up, Emma gets up, drop her to a split. You know what I'm saying? It's like it ain't a thing. And I was surprised Emma could do a split in them thick ass jeans, but that's neither here nor there. So anyway, basically they having a split competition, like. But this is the thing though, Emma. I feel like if you come in for Scotty, girl, you got to come a lot harder. Because Scotty, obviously, whatever Scotty got cooking in her kitchen is working for her. Okay? She's been on the season. I mean, she's been on Baddies for several seasons now. Okay? And if you're going to come for somebody who's been that prevalent in the show, then you need to come hard. Like, it ain't no way in the hell she should be playing background fiddle. You know what I'm saying? But we'll hold them thoughts on Emma for the time being. All right. So anyway, they flash to the montage of the girls getting ready for the club and things like that. And it was a couple of looks that I liked. Rolly in her confessional. Rolly in that confessional, that brown outfit and that hairstyle, she definitely ate. That bitch looked good. I don't care what nobody say. Hands down, she ate. Okay? I like the Scotty's outfit. She had like this little fishnet see-through outfit. It was really nice, okay? And I noticed that her and DTB seem like they getting pretty cool or whatever to woo. And so her and DTB, both of them, I like both of their outfits, okay? But that motherfucking Jayla kills me. It's like, she killed me, but not in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? I be living for it, though. That bitch, when they be getting dressed and doing all of that, Jada had just on like, it looked like she had on a baby tee white shirt. You know, Jayla gonna wear her white. And sometimes her outfits look fairly plain and simple, but it always gives clean. You know what I'm saying? It gives clean and well kept and smell good. I don't know. It's just, I can't be mad at Jayla, but you know, sometimes she do give a little plain Jane, but it look good. It look good. So anywho, you know, Jayla got to pause and pose like she on the runway. You would think Tyra Banks is sitting up there saying, face, give me chin, give me cheeks. That bitch be giving it all, okay? She do not play. And Summer's another one. She be like, she gets me too, but in a bad way. Okay? That bitch had that motherfucking makeup brush and she was patting her face 1,000 motherfucking times. Why she do that? Like, is it like a nervous thing? Because you know how some people have nervous twitches and it makes them do like crazy shit, weird shit. Like it's like every time the camera's on her and they getting dressed, this bitch always patting her face like, bitch, you already got the makeup on, you already fully fucking dressed. Why'd you sit up there taking that makeup brush, patting your face with your lip? Girl, she just looked so damn crazy. But I live for it though. You know, at some point you just be like, fuck it. That gotta be that girl real personality. Because she ain't rap too tight. Not at all. Not at all. So anyway, the girls head out to the club. On the way to the club, Ivory. Now Ivory know damn well she don't like big legs. But the bitch is nosy and she messy. Okay? I live for Ivory at this point. So anyway, Ivory's like, you know, she asked Lex about the situation between her and Bad Dolly. Mind you, I didn't even see Ivory in that scene, but she sent some tension there, and she was poking, right? Knowing damn well she don't like big legs, and she like, so what's the issue between you and Bad Dolly? So Big Lex basically goes on to explain about how she feels like she shouldn't have, you know, she wasn't going to jump in when Pretty P never called out Bad Dolly. Bad Dolly, you know, basically what I just told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Bad Dolly took the fade for Summer. Okay, that wasn't part of the agreement, basically. So, you know, she kind of explained that in her proper way of talking. You know what I'm saying? And so, she also mentions the fact that she feels like, you know, she not for the, especially since the fight was between Bad Dolly and Pretty P, because Pretty P, she already fought Pretty P and beat, whooped Pretty P, so Pretty P is no match for her. And so Ivory was like, oh, Pretty P, she said that you can't, you know what I'm saying, like being messy as fuck. And Pretty P just pretty much sat there and was just looking crazy. That's one of the things that I said about Pretty P. This would have been your opportunity to, like, I don't know. I don't expect Pretty P to like bite at that, because I would have felt like, girl, child, boo. I mean, I wouldn't have really responded to that too much, but it's like Pretty P sometimes she just be fucking standing there. She just be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need to see a little bit more out of Pretty P too. Like right now, she got the little win under her belt, and you know the girls ain't on her ass about being boring. But if you look at her too long, you get bored. You know what I'm saying? Some bitches is like that. I don't know, but whatever. So basically, Ivory just being messy as fuck. So anywho, speaking of Ivory and being messy, right? So they get to the club. And, you know, they twerking, the girls performing, they doing their whole, you know, they shing-ding, they thing, what they do, get lit. This was the last night in Cleveland, and from what I could see so far, it do look like Cleveland be turned the fuck up. I mean, I would have never thought that a place named Cleveland would be a turned state, but apparently, I mean, just looking, every single club that these girls done pulled up to since they've been there has been lit. So, I mean, hell, it might be a place to visit. Shit. But anywho, they have a regular night at the club. Nothing really happens until Big Lex decides to get on the microphone, right? So Big Lex get up there on the microphone. She popping her shit. She's like, this my motherfucking city, Cleveland. You know, trying to get the crowd lit and things like that. And so Ivory gets on the motherfucking microphone. Mind you, it was people chanting her name. Now, a lot of people recognize Ivory. So Ivory getting a lot of attention, a lot of love from Cleveland. So, you know what I'm saying? They chanting her name and things like that. That bitch get on the microphone and say, this my motherfucking city. Bitch go to throwing out shirts with Big Ivory on it and everything. Just straight stunting on, fucking Big Lex ass. So Big Lex, you could tell she felt some kind of way. You know, she trying to smirk it up, but bitch felt some kind of way. Salty. But hold that thought. So anywho, the next day The next day, you know, the girls packing up, they getting ready to head out. Okay, so they getting ready to leave Cleveland and go to Chicago. Okay, so you know, in some of the scenes, you got this scene right here. You got Lex, Summer, and Dolly. Okay, the Rat Pack. All right, so they obviously, Big Lex and Dolly, they obviously don't made up from whatever little, you know, little beef that they had or whatever, whoop de whoop. And so you know, they just basically talking about, you know, they ready to get to the next city and things like that. Nothing too serious, nothing too serious. Okay. And so in the next room, you got Tinker and Ivory, right? And they started to talk about like who going home. And so Ivory blurts out and say, you know, she feel like it's gonna be Emma because, you know what I'm saying, all the girls keep saying Emma name. Now, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but I know what we not seeing. The audience, what we not seeing is a lot of Emma, okay? But that's gonna be another thing that I'm gonna need y'all to hold that thought on, because we will get to the bottom of that in a bit. Okay. So anyway, the scene changes to the Mighty Mice. All right. You got all three of the girls that's least liked in the house, and that's Pretty P, Emma, and Jasmine Renae. Okay. And basically, they're discussing the fact that everyone else feels like they should go home. Now, I think at this point, Pretty P is kind of out of the hot air. It's really between Emma and Jasmine Renae. But Jasmine Renae basically says she don't give a fuck that, you know, some of the other girls feel like she should go home. Okay, she has not a care in her heart. Or so it seems. And, you know, Emma looks a little worried, but, you know, she's trying to play it off or whatever. Whoop de whoop. I would be worried too if I was them, because obviously they're not liked. Now, one of the conversations I did find most interesting was the conversation in that happened in DTB's room. Okay, so Rolly and Biggie came in there, you know, to see what was up with DTB. Whoop de woo, you know, she's sipping on some hen, packing her things, getting ready to go. And so you know, Rolly brings up, you know, about how some of the girls ain't bringing it, and Biggie pretty much takes off with the conversation. She's like, oh, you know, the girls, you know, you have to be more than just fighting. Baddies is more than just fighting and this, and the third. But Biggie,
shut when you think about it.
I find it ironic that she did so much talking about the situation, because it's like about who should go and who should stay, because at the end of the day, they barely want your ass there. And this is one of the things that people don't like about you. It's like you feel like you're so entitled. You feel like you are something that you're not. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to have confidence, but in this instance, Biggie, you have to read the room. And a lot of the girls ain't feeling you. And you got to figure out what is the problem. Because obviously there's an issue if everybody's saying the same shit about you, okay? You are the problem, not everybody, okay? So before you sit up there and talk about who's not bringing it, bitch, why don't you get your coins locked up, caught up, okay? Get your points up, okay? So anywho, before they take off, all the girls unpack their things. They coming outside. They're getting ready to get on the Sprinter van. So the OGs pull up, you know, and get out the Sprinter van, and Natalie basically makes an announcement, and she makes an announcement, okay, and she lets the girls know that not everybody is welcome to join them in Chicago, okay. And so after she says this, Summer blurts out that she thinks that Emma, Jazz, and Pretty P should go home. Of course, the Mighty Mice, her enemies, okay. So Pretty P tells Summer, I think you should go home, right? But Natalie decides to ask the OGs. You know, as y'all know, some of the OGs have been staying in the house, like Biggie, Tinkerbella, Diamond, and Rolly. So she asks Diamond. Diamond says Emma and Akbar, okay? Reason being for Emma is because Emma is boring, okay? Akbar is because, of course, Akbar is a disrespectful, spitting ass bitch, and she's a llama, okay? So Tinka says Emma, but the reason why Tinka says Emma is because she's boring, but also because um, Emma has a personal situation going on at home. Okay, so apparently Emma's dad has cancer. So Tinkerbella is sympathetic to that, but she also thinks that, Emma should go home and deal with that. Okay. So then Biggie says, surprises everybody and says um, Jasmine. Now, I wasn't expecting her to say Jasmine, but Jasmine does make sense. Okay. Um, but once again, it's one of those situations where coming from Biggie, I don't think she has the right to point fingers at nobody. I think she should have just sought this one out or went with the more obvious choices. But yeah. So Anna basically immediately takes up for Jazz. Apparently Anna likes Jazz, and I see her having a bleeding heart. We'll get back to that. She's having a bleeding heart, and bitch, somebody got to go. Okay, you can't like everybody. Somebody got to fucking go. Okay, it's too many girls. And so Lex, Natalie asked the girl, she say, okay, so do anybody, and she cuts off Biggie while Biggie's in the middle of saying things, talking about Jasmine. So then Lex blurts out, I have one thing. I have a question for Ivory. So she was like, were you trying to be funny at the club when you said that this is your city? And Ivory plays dumb and says, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I was drunk. Like, you're going to be mad because I said this is my city? I said every city is my city. And the crowd was screaming my name. Which they were. But, bitch, you know what you was doing. Okay? And you know you was trying to shit on Lex low-key. Or maybe not. Who knows? So, anyway, Ivory is big mad because Lex confronted her. She's big mad. Okay, that's how you know if a bitch really got a problem with you. They find any reason to be mad at you when they have a real deep issue with you. Okay. So anywho, Akbar and Jaden goes off to catch the first class ticket. Okay. And for me, I felt some kind of way because I don't like neither Akbar or Jaden. I think those are two of the bitches need to go home. If y'all want to know who I think should go home at this point in time right now, I think it should be Emma, Jasmine, Renae, Akbar, and Jaden Alexis. Because those four are taking up space and aren't bringing much. Akbar and Akbar and Jaden and Alexis particularly pissed me off because I feel like they getting too much special privilege for not adding shit. Okay? At least Asian Doll had a motherfucking fight. Bitch, and won. Okay? Jaden and Alexis had a fight and lost. Akbar had a fight, but she was so disrespectful and been so arrogant and delusional the whole time, acting like she's better and above the other girls this whole entire time to where it's hard to even like her. It's like she was already checked out based off the way that she talks about the other girls. She was checked out. This bitch thinks she's way above this in this situation. And anytime you have an employee that feels that kind of way, you need to let that bitch kick rocks. Because if you feel like you don't graduate past this level, bitch, move on, continue to the next level. And that's how I feel about Akbar. But I feel like she's being too grandiose because, bitch, you don't deserve those accolades that you're giving yourself. Okay? I don't know none of your music. You aren't successful. The only thing we know about you is that you have 7 or 8 kids that you barely take care of. But you could sit up here and act like you're above and beneath these younger women who are trying to make a way in life and that don't have half the motherfucking miles on their pussy that you do. But that's neither here nor there. Okay? So, anywho, because sometimes, I'm sorry, y'all, I just went off a little rant. But, you know, it just is what it is. Okay, so they go catch the special privilege first class, okay? And so Nat puts Jazz and Emma on standby because it's like at this point she don't really know. Some of the girls want them to be there, some of the girls don't. Emma, you know, a lot of the girls having a pity party for Emma. A lot of the girls like Jazz, so it's just like, you know, whatever with the woo. So I guess she want more time to think on it. She basically says that Emma and Jazz are on standby They're going to travel with them, but they're going to be on standby, and that the girls that she choose to go with her on a private jet is going to decide what to do with them then. Okay. So basically she picks her girls for the private jet, and y'all know it's the usual ones, okay? Diamond and Tinker had to stay back. She did include Biggie this time, although one of the girls had to mention Biggie when she was calling out names, because it sounded like she was gonna forget Biggie again, but that happy bitch was happy to run her little doggy ass right behind them to be in their asses, because she want to be part of the cool girls club. It's okay, but just be honest if that's the position you want in life, to just be part of something. Stop trying to make it seem like you're above everybody else if you only want to be a follower at the end of the day, okay? If you're going to be a way in life, live in that way. Stop pretending, okay? So, anywho, the sprinter. In the next scene, you got all the new girls, that clique. They're in the sprinter, and, you know, Ivory's going off. Ivory's madder than a motherfucker. She's mad. She's going off. Going crazy, okay? Basically, she's saying a bunch of sideways shit at this point, saying like, if you got a problem with me, you need to motherfucking address your motherfucking problem right here, right now. We can fade. Only thing you gotta say is, Ivory, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I done been on camera before. All this bullshit. Like, girl, sending out all kind of 99,000 motherfucking wolf tickets, bitch, but ain't addressing nobody, because we know you're talking about Big Lex, bitch. Big Lex just sitting up there looking madder than a motherfucker. But Big Lex is a thinker. You can tell she's a thinker, okay? It ain't that she was scared to speak up to Ivory. Ivory wouldn't put no motherfucking name on it, okay? Ivory want to fade her so bad, but it's like she have to make herself mad enough to do so, because she know that Big Lex is going to give her a run for her money. This ain't going to be no easy just, I'm going to whoop your ass, because if that be the case, then she would have been popped out on Big Lex. With Big Lex, she knows she got to tiptoe around her a little bit. Because that hoe ain't going to be no easy win. She going to put up a fight, bitch. It's going to be a good fight. A motherfucker know when they don't met they match. So, anywho, she talking all this little sideways ass shit. Everybody just like, whatever. Because everybody know what time it is. You feel me? Nobody saying nothing, really. And so, I don't know. Somebody made a comment about something or the other. And then here goes Summer. Said some slick ass shit to Jazz, okay? But when I tell y'all, Jazz read Summer ass for motherfucking filth, called that bitch all kind of slow, retarded, crazy psychopath. If Jasmine Renae was a psychologist, she would have given Summer's ass 52 damn diagnoses. I tell y'all that right motherfucking now. That bitch gave her every damn diagnosis you could think in a book just then, real quick. Summer didn't even have a response. Summer just took up her drink and said some little crazy shit and took a sip of her drink, because at the end of the day, she really ain't had no comeback for that. Bitch, you got ate up. But you know what? At this point, if I was Summer, I wouldn't even be worried about it, because, bitch, you up for... If a motherfucker on a chopping block, why even waste the breath? And if Jasmine Renae want to go out hard, why not let her? Why not give the dog a bone, okay? Because I'm just saying, like... I don't know. If y'all agree or disagree, y'all can always feel free to say what you got to say in the comments, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to this video, okay? Like this video. And I need y'all to fucking comment, too, because, like, I be putting in all this motherfucking work. Y'all don't understand. I mean, I'm not trying to be famous or nothing. Like, I'm honestly not. I just want to fucking communicate with people. And it's so hard. Like, y'all motherfuckers can watch it, but y'all can't speak y'all opinion. I do. Feel free. It's America. Okay? Now, I'm not saying I won't cuss you back out, but your opinions are welcome. And I'll even leave a comment up there. Hell. Whatever. I got sidetracked. Let's get back to it. Okay? Because shit about to get real. So, anyway... Off on the private jet, you got the bougie mean bitch hoes, the Regina Georges of the world. All of those good things. They're sitting up there, and they're, you know, getting on the private jet. Everybody's, you know, happy and excited and everything like that. But let me tell y'all right now, Tasiki's confessional. Now, Tasiki, that bitch is bad. Like, and her style elevation from when she first came on the scene to this point, and that little short haircut she was given was putting her in different spaces in life. I could see this bitch really doing high fashion, really modelistic look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's beautiful. I give it to her. That short hairstyle, I really loved it on her. But yes, so you got the Mean Girls. They're, ask the girls about Emma and Jazz and how they feel, and then here comes Anna. Like I said, we was gonna get to that. Anna with her bleeding heart. Oh, I just feel so bad for, Emma, because her dad and everything, and I think that she needs the money. And don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm not mocking it just because I don't give a fuck. I'm a human. I give a fuck about those things too, and I do think that matters. But I feel like the same consideration that they had for Biggie when they was telling Biggie that she basically still had to bring it to the table, whether she's grieving or not. It's still, you know what I'm saying? And I get it, her dad's dealing with something, but that's a decision that Emma literally has to make. And it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. But girl, once again, this is your first season. This is really an opportunity if you take something and do something with it and make yourself known. Because this baddie shit is lit. If Emma just jump on a motherfucking train and do what the fuck she gotta do, because you're doing it for your family, you're doing it to support your family. You're not just there for yourself. So although you're going through something, you gotta put on your big girl panties and handle that shit. But anyway, child. Unlike Jazz, and it seems like a lot of the girls like Jazz, but Jazz just not contributing to the show, so she still need to take her ass home too. Scotty, when Natalie asked Scotty how she felt about Emma, I like Scotty's response. Okay, you could tell when a bitch is totally unbothered by another individual. Okay, she basically was like, I don't know the girl, I haven't had a chance to know the girl, but I am sympathetic to her problems with her dad, and she, because Anna brought up the fact that, the girl might need the money or whatever. So yeah, I like her response. It was mature, okay? That's why I like Scotty. And besides, she made a valid point in her confessional when she said that they were going to try to keep her anyway because she's the only one to really go against Scotty. So if that's what it takes to get a rise out of fucking Scotty, that's what they going to do. I guess. So, the girls make it to Chicago. Okay. The house is amazing. It was nice, okay? It was really nice. Like, I feel like Tinka, bitch. I can't wait till I buy me one of these or something like this. Because, bitch, I'm like Tinka. Like, big dreams and aspirations, bitch. Big dreams and aspirations, girl. Tinka. Tinka really trying to get her money and make her life better. Okay? Because y'all remember that bitch said she put her baby in private school. Okay, Tinka. So, anyway, the OGs get there before the new girls. And so they decide to be messy motherfuckers, okay? So the OGs, they go up there because the girls already had names on their rooms. Their rooms was already picked out. They go and decide to switch the names around. So they put Big Lex and Ivory in the same room. Mind you, Ivory's name was on the door originally, and the room had 2 beds. So Natalie was the one who came up with the idea, and she switched the names. Okay, so the new girls get to the house. Mind you, they already marching in looking like whatever. They a little excited or whatever, but for the most part, everybody do particularly look tired. Okay, I'll tell you that. I don't know if they was truly excited or what, but they really look tired. Okay, so anyway, Ivory gets upstairs. She see Big Lex's name on the room. Big Lex walks in behind her. Well, she moves Big Lex's name, right? So Big Lex, somebody must have told Big Lex that Ivory moved her name, but Big Lex came up came in the room and flopped down on the bed. She was like, "Oh, I like it here. This, that, and the third." Um, Mind you, now all of this is supposed to be a prank, so Ivory's getting really pissed off. She's getting really mad at this point, right? And she's like, "So y'all trying to make me turn up? Y'all trying to make me, you know what I'm saying, turn into that wildebeest motherfucking monkey animal, pissed throwing ass, banana crazy ass bitch, right?" And so Natalie them, they ain't saying nothing. They just looking crazy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever with the whoop. Ivy gets mad, turns around, go back in the room, right? So then Jayla brings her dumb ass up there. At this point, by this point, you know, Ivy's seething, okay? Because it's like Big Lex is in the room and she's acting like she's not trying to leave the room. So Ivy's seething. And so Jayla tries to talk to Ivory and she's in that tone. She's like, "Well, really is, you know, it was just like, you know, a little joke, you know, it's not serious, and to be honest, and all of this and whatever the fuck she was saying." And Ivory mocked her ass. She said, "And no, and cut her ass off like, "Bitch, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit you talking about. Like, y'all playing with me, y'all." She's not trying to leave the motherfucking room. Big Lex says she ain't going nowhere, and so when she said she ain't going nowhere, Ivory said, "What's up?" Bitch, she been trying to fight. She been wanting a reason. She been wanting a reason in a season to dig all up in your shit, bitch. And you just set off a motherfucking ticking time bomb, bitch. Child. And them hoes get down. They get down like I told you. I don't know. This is like watching some UFC fighting shit. Like, bitch get hype as fuck. Like, you know, when a good ass fight going on, I be getting hype. That's why, you know, Big Lex and Ivy, they doing their thing. Them hoes are mortal enemies, but they are definitely, I like both of them, and they both have such different personalities and a total different way of fighting, and it just somehow it levels itself out between them two. But we really gonna see them scrap, you know, the rest of their little fade or whatever. Ivy was getting into Lex. She was like, boom, 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 tearing her ass up. But you know what? I don't know, because it looked like N.E.X.T go get some good licks in. And that's where the episode ends, is with them scrapping. But next episode, we are going to see the fight continue, of course. Natalie is giving out another chain, and this time she gives the chain to Scotty to pass out. Who y'all think gonna get the next Baddies chain? I'm wondering who it's gonna be. Let's see. I should start a poll. And see what y'all think. But y'all motherfuckers don't participate. It be hard around here. It be hard around here for a pimp when you trying to get this money for the rent. It be hard around here. Y'all motherfuckers don't participate. Y'all come on here. Y'all just, you know. But I love y'all. I'm just like Jesus. Put him on the cross and he bled for our sins, and motherfuckers don't appreciate it. Okay? That's how I feel. So anywho, so we got the fight continues. Natalie is giving out another Baddies chain, and back to that, I think who I think gonna get this Baddies chain? Let's see who really been doing their shit. Big Lex. I think Ivory already got one, so I definitely think I'm thinking Big Lex, either Big Lex or Bad Dolly. I'll be fucked up in the head if they give it to Pretty P. I don't know why. Like, I feel like Pretty P deserves it. Oh, you know what? Summer might be getting the Baddies chain. Okay, so I'll say Summer, Pretty P, or Big Lex. It's between those three, but maybe Summer, because Summer's definitely been like a wild ass animal, a banshee. Okay. On my mama, I'm still pretty. That damn summer. Okay, and so that's who I think gonna get the baddie chain when Natalie gives out another baddie chain, and then there's gonna be the sit down between Rolly and Slim. Okay, Rolly and Slim. Rolly be doing too much. That bitch be doing way too much. I mean, Rolly, I love you, girl, but it's just like, okay, now, bitch, calm down. Calm down. Like, I'm happy for you. We are all happy for you. But, like, bitch, you ain't even all the way there yet. Like, just calm down. Like, you don't want to overinflate your balloon. Okay, bitch? Anything can just pop it. So just don't overinflate it, okay? That's how you turn people off. But yeah, she goes on to have a conversation and a sit down. And here goes Slim trying to grovel and beg. Grovel and beg her way back into the show. And by any means necessary, bitch. If I gotta... I'll get there one day, okay? So Slim is basically playing that game with Rolly. And so Rolly tells this bitch, yeah, you can come back as a former baddie. You come back, but you have to kiss my ass. No, I'm just playing. You have to be my assistant, okay? That's what she said. Slim face just said, Rolly said, yeah, you have to work for me, bitch. If Slim accept that offer, I would not have no respect for her. If she accepts that offer, bitch, I would no longer respect you another day in this life. Maybe the next. No, bitch, you're fired from the next one too. Bitch, if you accept that offer, child, I'm just most interested. I want to get to that. I think that's probably one of the most things I'm interested in. And so, that, and it looks like Ivory is going to be pressing for these people because it's going to be like this thing about the OGs. Okay, so it's going to blow out of proportion about the OGs making this little joke and switching the names and woo. I'm like 50-50 with that situation because I do feel like Natalie, only thing you had to say was, bitch, I'm the one who did it. Like, bitch, I'm the OG. I'm the fucking producer, executive, bitch, whatever. So I'm the boss. Like, bitch, I did it. So what? Like, I get it. You're upset, but it was a prank. Calm the fuck down, bitch. Jocelyn would never. Fucking Tommy would never. Natalie, sometimes you gotta step on these hoes. Take a page out of Rolly's book. Hell, Rolly's stepping all over fucking Slim. She exerting her little CEO power over a jailmate. She's exploiting that little power. Why don't you take a page out of her book and exploit this motherfucking shit? Because ain't no way in the hell I would have straight up told Ivy, bitch, who the fuck, bitch? No. Get on my level first, bitch. Then talk like that. But Ivory basically said that she want to fight whoever. And in the clip, you can see Natalie looking stupid. Now, I know Zeus edit shit. We will see how this conversation actually transpired. I wanna hope that Natalie didn't just sit there and look crazy and let Ivory just like undercover check her ass and scare her ass into a corner where she won't say nothing back to Ivory. I don't know, child. But yeah, child, that's where the episode ends. And that's the little bit about the sneak peek that we saw of the episode. So it looked like it's going to get good next episode too. But definitely 10 out of 10, y'all. This was good. It was a lot of different scenes. It was a lot of different instances going on. Right now, my top favorite baddies are Big Lex, Ivory, and Tasiki. I mean, not Tasiki. Ooh, no, not Tasiki. Like, I like her, but I don't know if I like her after watching this episode. But with that being said, y'all, please don't forget to like, comment. God damn, is it that hard to get a motherfucker? You know what? Maybe if y'all talk more negative, just say something, bitch. Because, like, I'm tired of doing all this motherfucking commentary shit and y'all not responding. Like, dude, I'm just trying to, like, build a community here. Like, you know, I know it's like-minded people in the world who have things that in common. Like, God damn it. Damn, am I a people repellent? Like, shit. I'm gonna cry. This is so emotional. I'm just playing. But for real, seriously, y'all, just please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop a new video. Also, y'all, I'm working on a talk show podcast with a co-host of mine. His name is Mr. B. You will guys will get to know him over time. Okay, please check out Hood Table Talk. Okay, this is another reason why I would like for you guys to comment, because if there is an issue as far as like the topics or whatever, your thoughts and opinions, feel free to share them. Okay, this is how we make the show better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I got the tools and the tasks, but I like to take comfort in feeling like you guys still subscribe to me, like something about me. But I would love to improve for y'all. I would like to be better entertainment for y'all. But I would like for you guys to comment so I would know a little bit more of what I'm working with. And I appreciate those of you who've done that over time, and I've also taken heavy into consideration. Even those of you who've said negative things, I love y'all too, because at least it takes time to do that. Even if I did cut you out, I still love you. But yes, please check out Hood Table Talk, guys. I just dropped episode 2. And as you guys can see, clearly better than the first one. Love you. I'm out. Deuces. Deuces.